Yssarile was a Daemon king who attempted to usurp Sench. The Malus Codicium tells the tale of Yssarile, a lieutenant, warlord, or prince of one of the four primary powers of chaos in a time when there were only three. The Daemon king attempted to usurp his master, a foul sorcerer, in a war of bitter enmity said to have lasted for 1 billion years. Eventually, Yssarile was defeated, killed outright by his former master. Their king dead, his host fled in terror to seek sanctuary in the material universe. There, they established a capital, Gul, and 6 kindred colonies. Gul is the chief of the 7 worlds raised in honor of the fallen Daemon king Yssarile by a pre-dawn Daemon civilization that was dead long before the Eldar came to the stars. Fleeing the warp, this civilization of demons, the losing side in some form of war, interred their dead king on a suitable world, Gul. The main population center was constructed on top of Yssarile's mausoleum and his bark or ship. The literal translation of the word is closer to chariot or galley. 6 other worlds were similarly taken over and dedicated to Yssarile. Eventually, the Daemon civilization collapsed and almost all historical trace of them was lost. Gul is located in an uncharted star system codified 5213X by the Imperium, 3 months outside of Imperial space. The Imperial Carto Imperialis code also applies to the world, meaning that Gul too can be referred to as 5213X. The world has the strange property of being nearly invisible to visual scanning, giving the impression that it lacks distinct substance. The effect is said to be unnerving to the viewer. Gul was described by Inquisitor Eisenhorn as a shadow against the starfield, a faintly discernible echo of matter. The entire surface of Gul is covered in deep, perfectly cut and precisely angled trenches, all 900 meters deep and 200 wide. This planetary trench/canyon system effectively turns the surface of the world into a gigantic maze. The maze walls are apparently cut with an accuracy level beyond that measurable with an auspex. The maze itself is just a 3-dimensional aspect of a much more complicated aspect of the world that allows those with the correct knowledge to seemingly pass through solid walls. All thanks to Gul's multidimensional nature. The interior or other dimensional plane of Gul is known to mirror the surface in general respects, being described as a series of roofless corridors and rooms similarly carved out of black stone and created with precisely regular angles. The main feature of this plane is of course the tomb of Yssarile, said to be so massive and forbidding that the sight of it can unhinge human minds. The dimensional shift that separates the inner and surface layers of Gul appears to prevent both Vox and Psi communication between planes. Additionally, the world apparently possesses some form of natural ability to generate a suitable atmosphere for visitors. The heretic Pontius Gla came to Gul sometime in M41 seeking to obtain Yssarile's bark, pursued by Eisenhorn, fellow Inquisitor Ravener and an Eldar strike force led by an unnamed Farser. Gla's scheme was foiled, Eisenhorn personally killing the cyborg deviant.